The villains of Season 1 of Ahsoka appear to be an odd fragile collection of alliances. Their single purpose is returning the elusive Thrawn from a distant world known as Peridea, where the Purgle seemingly took Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger at the end of Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels, set in 1BBY. So let's start with Baylon Skoll. A product of the Jedi Order as a Jedi Knight, he was an old acquaintance of Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars period, and somehow Baylon managed to survive the Jedi Purge in 19BBY before he went into hiding. Having left behind the Jedi Order and trained in the ways of the Force, as well as an adept use of an orange lightsaber, Baylon became a mercenary and worked on bounties to survive, which became available via the network known as the Undervine, which was an unofficial alternative to the HoloNet. It was uncensored during the Imperial era and was used anonymously to transmit stories to local markets from inside the Kellogg system. Having survived throughout the Galactic Civil War and the aftermath of the splintered Imperial regime, while the New Republic took hold of the known galaxy, Baylon had taken an apprentice called Shin and trained her in the ways of the Force. Affiliated with Morgan Elsbeth and her mission to help Grand Admiral Thrawn, Baylon helps Elsbeth in her search for the high-ranking Imperial. However, it seems Baylon still has a fondness for the Jedi Order he left behind, but will he let it cloud his judgment when he finally is confronted by Ahsoka? Morgan Elsbeth is another survivor from an attack on her own clan during the Clone Wars. As a Night Sister originally from the world of Dathomir, her people were decimated by General Grievous as part of Count Dooku's retaliation for plotting against him. Elsbeth was part of the Night Sisters who survived, and the Night Sisters were also known as the Witches of Dathomir, and were part of a clan of an ancient order of dark side users wielding magic. By the time of the Imperial era of the Galactic Empire, Elsbeth was instrumental in the construction of the Imperial Navy. She controlled vast resources and shipyards to manufacture Imperial Star Destroyers on worlds such as Corellia. She eventually was mentored by Thrawn and came into his service. By the era of the New Republic, Elsbeth had become a ruthless magistrate on the planet Corvus. However, Elsbeth was eventually defeated by Ahsoka Tano in combat, who demanded Elsbeth reveal the location of her master. Elsbeth was then arrested for acting as an Imperial sympathizer. Later freed by Baylon and Shin from the New Republic's custody, she could resume her mission to locate Thrawn. While upon the outer rim world of Cetos, Elsbeth used the ancient map from a reflex point on the planet's surface. Using her power, Elsbeth activated a map of not just the known galaxy, but a huge mass of space far beyond. A pathway appeared pointing directly to the world of Peridea, which Elsbeth confirmed was Thrawn's location. Shin is a Force sensitive during the New Republic and trained in the Jedi arts by her master, Baylon Skoll, though she is not actually a Jedi herself. Shin's powers and skills extend to telekinesis and could use the Force to push. She was also skilled in lightsaber combat, and her master trusted her enough to send her out on solo missions. Marrok was a former Inquisitor of the Galactic Empire, who after the Imperial era became a mercenary hired by Morgan Elsbeth. Marrok was seen in a duel with Ahsoka Tano in Chapter 2. A regional supervisor of the shipworlds of Corellia, Mim Weaver operated as a businessman with loyalties to his investors, so he claimed to General Syndulla and Ahsoka Tano during their visit to the shipyards. However, although he attempted to present himself as purely serving the New Republic, in fact he was supplying ship parts to the Imperial remnants around the galaxy. And of course there is Grand Admiral Thrawn himself, who was last seen being transported into hyperspace by the Purgle and presumed dead while the Galactic Civil War concluded. Now the Empire has fallen, the Grand Admiral is relying on Morgan Elsbeth to arrive at Peridea and allow him to begin his return. Thanks for watching, and as always, long live the Empire.